Hi again, everyone. Gary Digital Williams here on Boxing on the Beltway with our special report here tonight as we are reveling in truly one of the great wins that I can remember in my 30 plus years of covering boxing in the Beltway. Just a fantastic win just took place about a half hour or so ago. Swift Jared Hurd out of Akeek, Maryland. He is now the unified WBA, IBF, IBO 154-pound champion. He defeated Lara by 12th round split decision tonight at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. One of the greatest bouts you will ever see. It was as wonderful a bout as I can ever remember. I think this may even surpass in some ways what Lamont Peterson did to Amir Khan back in 2011. This was a great bout. This was an amazing bout in the sense that Hurd did what he does. He took Lara's shots early, and then he began to walk Lara down. The difference was, however, was that Lara should say, to his credit, and he fought a great fight. Just an unbelievable fight. He didn't wilt. Frank Galarza wilted. Tony Harrison wilted. Jojo Dan wilted. Austin Trout wilted. But Erislandy Lara was still there. And he was throwing some great shots down the stretch as well. And it took a 12th round this was as clutch as you can get in the world of boxing. Jared Hurd landed that left hook that dropped Erislandy Lara late in the 12th round. And that, I think, was the difference. I don't think there was any doubt about that being the difference in the situation, because had it gone had it gone to distance without any kind of knockdown, more than likely it would have been a draw. Lara would have gotten he would have gotten one judge's scorecard, but the other two would have been a draw. There would have been a majority decision draw. I'm having trouble putting into words, folks. It's been a long night, but I just had to say something about it. Had to put this in a little bit of perspective. But it was an amazing fight in the sense that it took that 12th round knockdown by Jared Hurd to win the bout. It was a clutch move. A beautiful left hook, dropped Lara to the canvas, and that was it. Lara got up. He was actually landing shots, and it could have been considered a 10-9 round, in all honesty. But I don't think it was enough time for that. And I think Lara just ran out of time. Now, Judge Burt Clemens, as we said, saw the bout for Lara, 114-113. I really don't have a problem with that. This bout could have gone either way. And if Lara had won this bout, I probably would not have been upset about it. I would have been disappointed for Hurd, but I would not have been upset because it was a great fight. But judges Glenn Feldman, Dave Moretti saw it about 114-113 for Hurd. So this was a razor-thin decision here. But it went to Jared Hurd. So Jared Hurd is now the IBF, WBA, and the IBO 154-pound champion. And that puts some historical significance on this. And I posted it on Facebook, but I want to share, and I posted my blog. I want to share with you, our listeners. Hurd is now the first Beltway boxer since the legendary Simon Brown to hold 2 world titles at the same time. Now, we've had a number of multi-time champions. Of course, Sugar Leonard has six championships. He did it way back, but Joppy has 3, Mark Johnson has 3, Keith Holmes has 2, Sean Bay has 2, but no one since Simon Brown. And we go back to March of 1991 when Simon Brown beat another Beltway boxer in Maurice Blocker, who had the WBC championship, the welterweight championship. Brown had the IBF welterweight championship. They were, of course, the best of friends. And we wish the bout could have been in D.C., but it was in Las Vegas. And Brown won a 10th round TKO in that bout back in March of 1991. So Hurd is now the first boxer in this area since Simon Brown hold 2 world titles at the same time. He also is the 6th man in division history, 154-pound division. Now, this division hasn't been around all that long, but it has some history to it. And he's now just the 6th man in history to unify portions of the 154-pound title. Now, listen to the people that are on this list. And you wonder where Jarrett Hurd will end up when his career is over. 4 of the boxers that have done this are now in the International Boxing Hall of Fame. Terry Norris, Felix Trinidad, Oscar De La Hoya, and Winky Wright are all in the Hall of Fame right now. Wright just went in, but they're all in the Hall of Fame. And the 5th person to do it may be a Hall of Famer, notwithstanding this whole PED situation, but he may be a Hall of Famer. And I think his career, if you take away the PED situation that he's in now, deserves it. And that is Saul Canelo Alvarez. So these other boxers, that's who Jarrett Hurd joins as far as history is concerned. The 6-man division history joining Norris, Trinidad, De La Hoya, Wright, and Alvarez. And one other thing, I would not be surprised is after this victory tonight, Jarrett Hurd becomes the first Beltway boxer since another International Boxing Hall of Famer, Mark Ducharme Johnson, to be listed among the top 10 pound for pound in the world. I'll be interested to notice what Ring Magazine does with that. There are not too many dual champions in the sport right now. And Jarrett Hurd has done that. I'll be curious to see what Doug Fisher and the folks at Ring Magazine do with this, to see where they put him, because he deserves it. There's no question about it. And his career has just been amazing. And again, a lot of people are really stunned about what's going on and how he got to this point. Again, I and Juan Marshall, we followed his career since his amateur days. And I'm not surprised by this because he's been that good for this long. But he showed tonight that he is a clutch boxer. And when the chips may be down or things are getting close, Hurd somehow finds the will to land the key shot to win the bout. And that's what he did tonight against Lara. Lara, again, fought a magnificent fight. He surpassed my expectations. I really didn't think he was going to be able to stay with Hurd in the latter stages of the round. But for the most part, except for that last minute, he did so. And even then, when he got back up, he was still fighting at the end. So it wasn't like he gave up after that. He definitely didn't. So it was an amazing bout. Again, one of the greatest bouts I've ever seen as far as the Beltway box is concerned. I only put it below Khan and Peterson because I saw Peterson Khan live. But other than that, it was as good as it gets. Congratulations once again to Ackeek, Maryland's own Swift Jarrett Hurd, the now IBF, WBA, and IBO 154-pound champion. We'll talk more about this next week. We'll also give a recap of all the other bouts that took place on this Saturday. It was a busy night, and also give you a recap of the Washington Golden Gloves Championships when we join you sometime next week during our weekly Beltway Boxing News and Notes podcast. But for now, I'm Gary Digital Williams saying so long and thank you for listening. And once again, congratulations to Swift Jarrett Hurd, the champion. Thanks for joining us, everybody. And always remember to keep supporting, once again, the best boxing in the world, the boxing along the Beltway. Thanks for listening. Take care.